Love and hugs and good evening. Hey, it's on the 7th of July 2025. Going out there, beaming out from Australia to all the esteemed citizens of planet Earth. Us lovely earthlings. Now, I'm sorry about the darkness. Just thought I'd get this one out to you. Oh, lovely vampire there too. As you can see there, number 11. Number 11, I was, divinely protected all my life, I guess. Well, that says it all, doesn't it? Number 11 on the lovely mighty vampire, daring class destroyer. Okay, so when I was chatting to you guys today, love to all my listeners out there. Love yous heapsly. There's another word, heapsly. Love you heapsly. I just a little correction. What I said today on the population back in that 5th and 6th century, it wasn't 2 million, it was 200 million. Still not much of a population really, but it was 200 million. So as I said, my heritage and bloodline each year, that goes all the way back in the Normandy, then Britain, Brittany, back in France. So, any Frenchmen out there, by all means, I'm happy and ready to assist and help your predicament that France is in at the moment also. Okay? You know me heritage and you know me blood lineage. And that's my job. That's my job, as I say, as a prince, to assist. And that's where it all goes back into France, Brittany, Britain, even Germany. But we're two separate Teutonic tribes. We're two chiefs of those Teutonic tribes that ventured over to England in the 5th century. So that's why I say go back to the 5th century in England and the world. It was not 2 million, like I said, I stand corrected. It was 200 million people. So, as I say, we're one big family. We're all brothers and sisters. All related, somewhere on the branches of that tree, the tree of life. Now, I want to touch on base, and anyone can tune in to when I was a candidate for Trumpet of Patriots. I'd done I think it was at the Commerce Centre at Town Hall at Tamworth. Yeah, you guys can get in there, and that's when I took the podium. We had a debate, so much with Barnaby Joyce and the other candidates. And they spoke about the farmers, and if I was, help the farmers and behind the farmers, I said, bloody oath I am. And that still stands. I'm 1,000% behind the farmers and 1,000% with my assistance. And I tell you what, all I have to do is hello, and I'd be there. Just like that. Okay? So the other thing I want to talk about too is the water at Murray Darling Basin. The water, they've spent 80% of $13 billion of that plan, and they don't even know where it's gone. Now, David Littleproud, which is a part of the problem, you can't have a problem when they're a part of the corruption. Corrupted people can't investigate corrupted people, can they? And this is what they're doing. These deep state keep on investigating the deep state. What a lot of bullshit. Hogwash. You know, they get accused of pork barreling, then they're branch stacking. Then, as I said, with those unions down in Melbourne, it's not there, it's everywhere. There is corruption everywhere in your face, and this is a part of it here too. And Penny Wong, it goes back to Penny Wong. my sentiments there are bad. My sentiments on all these politicians, it's just bad. And only the bad ones. I'm sure there's still good ones there. What's the man? One Nation. One Nation's doing the best they can for the hard job they got to do. Malcolm. Not too sure. Can't remember his last name, but Malcolm. You should know who he is. But he's trying to do things too. And I can see it. It's hard. It's a hard slog when everything's so corrupted and rigged. Until we get rid of this deep state, it's just going to get worse. They're talking about stagflation now. They're going to give you a rate cut, but a rate cut on 500 grand is bugger all. It's bugger all. We're in deep shit. Unless we change it. And it's time for change. What did I say? Transformation. Let it all flow in. And it's got to flow in from the cosmic universe, cosmic energy, okay? All part of the cosmos. And pushing out my positive energy for everyone. We've got to change it. Everyone's got to start being positive. Flick out the negative thoughts. Flick it all out. So going back, Angus Taylor was a part of it too. Angus Taylor and even Barnaby Joyce. I don't know how Barnaby Joyce sat in front of me and told all that bullshit about the dam they're supposed to be building. 300 million's not even accounted for. This is what I want to get to the bottom. All of these people are going to be held responsible for their actions. And there will be accountability. Penny Wong, I'm pretty sure she wasn't even born here. And as I said, if you're not born here, don't even think about being a minister or our Prime Minister. You have to be born here. And I'll tell you now, if you bring the ancestors into the First Fleet to run this country, I guarantee it, 1,000%, it will prosper. It's going to prosper with me at the helm. Because as I said, there's no one at that helm. They got poor judgment, these pricks. And I don't know what I call a Penny Wong, you don't want to know. But these politicians, they're not. They're politics. And remember, poly's many and ticks. Ticks get into your bloodstream and start sucking the blood out of you. They hang on friggin' pretty tight. You got to get tweezers and get them off. But that's what politics is. Okay, so that's a little bit of heads up on what politics is. But you got David Lilliput, Mike Kelty, I think, appointed Mike Kelty to investigate it through ICAC, which is all bullshit. As I said, corruption can't investigate corruption. It's pointless. We've got to get in there and do some digging and push all this shit out. And they got to front a true crown with true sovereignty, and it's a true royal court. Can't just have a royal court without true royalty sitting there. As I said, Charles over there is the only one that can challenge me. Okay, and Charles, he knows. He knows who the senior Supreme House is. This is like the junior house, okay? It's like being in primary school and high school, okay? In simple terms, he knows exactly who I am, and he is the only one that can challenge me. All these little pawns and players and minions out there, they challenge jack shit because they got no authority. As you can see, they got no judgment at all. I have judgment and I have justice with a capital J, and that's what I say. And once all these, Barnaby Joyce has met me, he knows me energy, and he should know who I truly am by now. He's been in the cookie jar too. They all get in the cookie jars. And it's just all about laundering money. And by God help them if I see human trafficking and stuff like that. I know they're in the tobacco industry now, and they'll also get into the alcohol, which they already are, when it becomes $8 to $12 for a schooner of beer. What a lot of bullshit, mate. You know, like, when I stopped drinking, I think it was only about $2.80 a schooner. That's sad, but this is why I'm here. I'm here to help you guys. Because the more I dig and the more I delve in the stuff, and that's what I say, I get this off I think she was my great-great-grandmother. It was Elizabeth Delve. Now, I use that surname to delve into corruption and all this shit. As I say, it's very spiritual. I channel straight through me. And a lot of that deacon, Prime Minister Deacon, I channeled him through me, and that's why I put that video out. They channel through me, and they give me food for thought, I guess. And then I put it on the table, and then I put it out to you guys, the truth. As truthful as I can be. But like, we're only scraping the surface of all this shit. I hope you don't get surprised, because I don't get surprised anymore. I know it's out there, and it just pisses me off because it's hurting you people out there. And it's got to stop. It's got to stop. As I said, you have to be born here to even think about being a minister. Be a member of Parliament, not a problem. But if you're up in the top and they're the top players in our Parliament, and that's your ministers and your Prime Minister. They're top players. They should all be born in the country that they serve. And they serve. Here is that. They serve us. We don't serve them. They serve us. And I think a lot of people need re-educating, to be honest. They've buggered it all up. They've buggered it all up. And then another thing too, when that horse bolts, and it has bolted, those reins, they can't hold on to those reins. The freaking horses all over the place. Time to give back those reins, and then I can calm the horse down. That's why how many years you reign as a blue blood. And you can't have someone going into Parliament every 3 or 4 years, having their ideology and their philosophies are just shit. Because the next person will come in after 4 years, like Howard or something, and then everything changes. You imagine how much it costs the Australian taxpayer changing all those Parliament documents, all the paperwork. How much does that cost? Don't you think that could go into our schools, our police stations, our hospitals, our roads, our bridges? Just a waste. $13 billion there on the Murray-Darling Basin. We know who the names are. As I said, there's paper trails. And I'm telling you, they want to run from me because I'll be coming after them with that crown, with our crown, God's crown. Only a matter of presence, and it'll happen. Just sick of it. I guess you guys are sick of it too, because, you sit there and you think you can't do nothing. Oh yeah, we can. We can. As I said, divine presence, divine intervention, divine protection, it's all there. Anyone's going to be going for treason or sedition will be tried under our crown, our sovereignty. As it was, like I said, 200 million people back then. I'm sure we had law and order back then, and it was just. Anyway, I'm just going to draw 2 cards, I think. Okay. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Inner power. Be honest with yourself and inner power. And this is what it's all about. Using our inner power to fight corruption of our judgment and our justice, and we leave it to our Father upstairs for our final judgment. And up to our Father upstairs, for his vengeance. And you know he can be violent when he wants to. Oh yeah, don't underestimate that upstairs, that's for sure. You are now allowing yourself to experience and express your true powers. The fairies ask you to affirm it is safe for me to be powerful. It is safe for me to be powerful. You have within you all the power of the universe. It's said, let it flow in, become the flow, don't go against the flow. We're getting stronger and stronger and stronger every day. And these pricks and arseholes and deep state, they're going to fall. They're falling now. And watch Penny Wong, the way she the acts, what's their mannerisms and everything. They're going to fall. Get on, you're on YouTube now, but go across, punch in the kangaroo court. The kangaroo court I've been watching, and that's where I picked up on this Murray-Darling Basin River, or basin water supply and that. You used to think they poured 80% of that $13 billion into it, and they can't account for it. Or at least for $300 million. Where's the rest? Well, it's, headache. I'd love to get in there and just tear it all apart and find out what they've all been doing, where the money's been going, if they're in all these black cult rituals and sacrifices of whatever, as I told you in the last couple of things. Just get to the bottom of it. And they're going to pay a dear price for what they're doing. It's time. Time to pay the ferryman. And those trolls, remember where trolls sit? Trolls used to sit under the bridge and used to pay the trolls to cross that bridge. Okay, that's what a true troll is. Not a troll trolling around on the internet. They're just stupid people just saying stupid things to try and get a reaction. It's like, yeah, right, you've got my attention now. Well, what do you want? And many people are like that out there. Once they get my attention, they run from me. It's like, well, you've got my attention now. Well, what? Do the bolt. Okay. As a spiritually minded being, it's impossible for you to misuse or abuse your power. That's right. That's exactly right. It's impossible for you to misuse or abuse your power. Use your powers wisely, and you use your powers to fight against corruption. Your guides will bring you opportunities to use and expand your power in ways that bring great blessings to you and the world. Okay, my lovely listeners, love yous all. Heaven needs the light workers of the world, star seeds, light workers, including you, us, to realise and utilise their power. By drawing this card, you are being asked to release any fears you may have about being powerful. I am powerful and I use my powers against corruption, and I fear nothing. I am strong and have courage. And we are conquerors. You're asked to keep your self-esteem high by honouring yourself, taking excellent care of your physical and emotional self, working on your dreams and aspirations, and spending time in prayer and meditation. The higher your level of self-esteem, the more comfortable you will be with your power. Affirmation. It is safe for me to be powerful. It is safe for me to be powerful. I have all the power of the universe flowing through me and supporting me. Flowing through and supporting you. Okay? Too right. Yeah. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Be honest. Card meeting. One of those wind farms I told you about? What a crock of shit. That's another money laundering scheme. and another deep state, stupid, idiotic philosophy they have. All needs to fall like a pack of cards, pack of dominoes. It's starting to fall now. They're starting to actually prosecute a few people now up in Queensland. So it'll flow down to New South Wales, and eventually it will go up in there in the high icons of Parliament House. Bet you they're shitting themselves now. It's going to be like government bligh. They're going to be hiding under beds as you drag them out by their ankles. Time to pay. Time to pay. They knew. Did they think it was going to go on forever? No. Okay, your true feelings aren't being forthright about an important topic. The fairies urge you to admit your true feelings to yourself. Do you feel stuck, depressed, tired, angry, or irritable? Oh, I feel angry and irritable, I'm telling you. And so should you guys, all my listeners out there, how much deception and web of lies that we've been told, smoke and mirrors, whatever you want to call it, but we've been deceived, we've been hoodwinked, it's been infiltrated, and it's all bullshit. And I'm sorry, it hasn't been 300 years. This goes back to ancient Iraq. Probably thousands of years now. And they've slowly taken their inroads into normal society, I guess. As normal guys and girls and kids. Maybe you feel these are the symptoms that arise when you're dishonest with ourselves. Oh, well, they've been dishonest with themselves. I think we've been true to ourselves. Maybe you feel that you can't afford to be honest with yourself and that you don't have a choice. Well, I guess we didn't have a choice because it was Liberal or Labor. And don't feel bad out there because, we didn't have a choice. It was either Liberal or Labor, and they're both the same, that unity party. And then they joined up with the Greens. They're dogs too. And as I said, in the last 20 years, they went from 2 senators to 19 senators. And that's where I'm pretty sure on the left and all that bullshit, all this wokeness came out and, your pronouns and your political correctness. All bullshit. And I couldn't do anything about it. I had to sit back for 30 years and watch his crap. Now, not only I, but we can do something about it, okay? With that crown. It's there for a reason. Universe. It's flowed into me. I've been awoken for a reason. Otherwise, I'd be in dormant still. I'd still be a bear in that cave, wouldn't I? But obviously, someone had to poke me and wake me up to fix all this mess up. Dear. I am very irritable tonight. And it's 7. It's our lucky number. This card isn't asking you to make any radical life changes or have a confrontation with another person. No. However, it is urging you to admit your true feelings to yourself. And my true feelings is to go after these corruptible bastards deep state. Cesspit. They're in the cesspit. Let's drain the swamp, eh? Let's drain the swamp. One easy way to get in touch with your true feelings is by going outside and engaging in a silent conversation with the fairies or live amidst the flowers, trees and grass. Even if you can yet see or hear the fairies, mentally tell them everything that you're thinking, feeling and experiencing these days. Ask them to help you get in touch with your deepest feelings. The fairies love to hold a mirror up to us so that we can see and admit the truth. Hey, wouldn't you like to grab these bastards and I want the truth. Nothing but the truth. And trust me, we can handle the truth because we are strong. We are conquerors. Okay? Conquerors. Affirmation. It's safe for me to be honest with myself and others. I speak my truth with love. I speak my truth with love. Okie dokie. These are the 2 cards. Be honest with yourself and inner power. Okay, inner power. Much inner power, inner wisdom, inner knowledge. As I say, divine knowledge, divine wisdom, divine protection. Love you guys out there. Peace and love. Tonight, my Scorpio moon. I'm going out to do affirmations. Have my Scorpio moon, as I say, I've got to draw in more energy. I know you guys are using my energy because I feel my reserves sort of go down a bit, but that's great. I want you to do this. This is what's supposed to happen, and this is how it's going to happen because it's God's plan, God's kingdom. And we do it for the crown of God and the my crown out to you people. Okay. Gonna bugger off. Gonna bugger off under my Scorpio moon. Sorry about the lighting tonight. I don't know if it's coming through or not, but I'm gonna. We shouldn't be gunners. We're doers. We're doers. Something else I was going to tell you people out there, people in the internet land, beaming in from Australia. I think I've got it all. Kevin Rudd. Don't have to talk about Kevin Rudd. You know, we all know he's a bit of a freaking pain in the ass too, eh? And he's just upsetting a powerful man in Donald Trump. That's what I mean. They're so arrogant. Arrogant is evil. Remember, arrogant? And ignorance is evil. And that's why they're playing these stupid cards, because they think they've just got it made home and hosed. Well, guess what? I turn off the hose on them. I get no more water. Okay. Love and hugs to all my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sisters, brothers, friends and family out there. Do take care and please stay safe. We need each other and we need to stand united. In the name of the Father, the Son and the Holy Ghost. Amen.